Hey guys, do you hear me well? Sergey, am I okay? Good. Thanks, Ivan. Hi guys, my name is Kay Goldberg. I am Chief Operation Officer at Intasoc, a Chicago-based company. Right now, I have very interesting topic for you. A happy marriage between sales, marketing, and HR in IT companies. So during this topic, we will learn a bit more about the negotiation, about three main departments in the company, and solve a bit more distinctive problems which right now they're facing with. Before I will start about the conversation to clarify some issues about our company, let me make a little introduction. So Intersoc is US-based outsourcing company with headquarters in Chicago and development centers in Ukraine and Israel and Vancouver. Right now, we are a rather successful company in outsourcing business. So as you see from this slide, we have more than 500 applications already stored in Google Market and App Store. Right now, we have more than 150 developers in-house, 12 millions of downloads, and more than 10 years of experience. By the way, this year we celebrated 10 years of anniversary. So due to this responsibility to our employees and to our clients, we definitely need to pay attention to the collaboration between sales, marketing, and HR. Definitely for outsourcing, the main role is played by developers. They're ruling our world, but before the developers are getting their order and we are getting the client, these three main issues are rising up: HR, sales, and marketing. So I would like to make a little introduction about the sales, marketing, and HR and outsourcing. Right now, we have the definition of two main aspects of outsourcing, right? The product outsourcing and project outsourcing. Right now, we will talk about the project outsourcing. What does it mean? That the company is providing not their project developed by themselves, but they are providing the project-based work to the clients who would like to, on any reasons, they would like to reduce the costs or would like to work with the remoted company. If we will see the sales marketing as an organism, we can tell that sales team is the heart of every company, and the life cycle of every project is born here. So sales make the trend about the collaboration between developers, between HRs and marketing. Marketing team is some kind of not the head, right? The head are the headquarters, but the marketing team is some kind of the neck of outsourcing. And that means that if they are making their research, so we are providing the details about where we will move, what we will do, and all other details. HR usually provided like some kind of the muscles, right? Without HRs, we cannot find the developers to the projects. And definitely all these teams are very important, and we cannot say that any of these teams is more important than other. In case to provide a happy marriage between these important parts of the company, we need to understand the main cases how to collaborate. So let's start from the marketing side. Usually, when people are not highly involved to the research and development work, they think that marketing and sales are pretty equal. So this is wrong. Sometimes in little companies, marketing and sales are connected. But if we will see the ideal scheme, how they are working together, they are definitely separate. What we can tell about the marketing? Definitely marketing is not always the first. Why? Because if we will dig deeply to the sales in the area of outsourcing, we will see that the connections of the most important deals are personal. What does it mean? That the main accounts and the main deals are coming not from the marketing from the very beginning, but from the personal side, from CEO of the company, from some personal connections of the employees who are working in this company. So that is why marketing is not the first thing usually, but they are not the second thing as well. When we are having from the sales side, right? When we are having the good account with a good order, the client would like to start the collaboration with the team, but you never have heard about this market, and it was based, this order was based only on the personal connection. We need to understand how we can use this account in the further collaboration, in the further sales management. Here we go, the marketing is acting here. Sales will not provide the research from the very beginning until the end, how we can collaborate in this area. I can tell you this example. So as usually the big accounts come in not according to the big dig in their marketing research. Usually the big account is coming from some event where your owner of the business or your sales executive is going to make some kind of a networking. And after this networking, some issues, some openings, and some big accounts are starting to rise out. So at this point, the most important thing to get married between sales and marketing. Sales definitely need to give the information about possibility to get this big account. Why? Because you guys, you sales guys, should be prepared how to react for the requests of the client, how to build the relationship with your potential customer, and what are the current issues of the IT market in this country where you are targeting to grab this account. So an example, it was just not so long ago, it was the event in UK. It was mobile gaming, big event, but it's not just the main target of our company. So we went there not with the booth, we went there for the networking, and all of a sudden I have seen our client in this network together with some friend. So this friend was from Abu Dhabi. He had the same account as our client right now. So it was not gaming, it was the healthcare industry. So it was the first connection between our company in Abu Dhabi at all. It was not planned. It was not just forecasted, right? We went there for the networking, dealing with the gaming industry, not with the healthcare, and especially for the territories which we do not know. So what should we do to make this account successful, to close this deal? I called our marketing team for the details. What is the current situation in IT market? I made the request about this company, so I knew the title of this company and the title of the person who is involved in the decision making. So I had asked to provide a little investigation. So, and this definitely was very successful. If I acted in another way, I was just making the LinkedIn connection or Facebook connection with this person without any information with this company, it was not very useful. It was not very successful. That is why this marriage between marketing and sales was very important. How we can connect this case with HR, for example, we can see, it depends on the project. If we are talking about the outsourcing, this is the project-based work, right? So it can be the account which is working on time and material base or the project base, or it can be the outstaffing. The client needs the team of developers. So this is two separate issues. The project-based and time and material-based can be covered by the people who are working currently in the company. But if we're talking about the outstaffing model, we can definitely see that the client will probably need the developers. And as usual, this account cannot be covered by the developers who are currently working in the company. This is very important thing to not to promise the client impossible things, right? If you do not have the expertise in outstaffing, for example, for Go developers or for Java, if you do not have the expertise in Java, you can promise this the client only if you will see the confirmation from HR department, because HR department will definitely be the first influencing department who can handle your request. So that is why this case can show us how marketing can marry HR and can marry the sales as well. So let's see how can we understand how can our company can move forward. So the first marriage is in understanding sales strategy before making assumptions about talent requirements. So as I told you before, we need to understand what is the sales strategy. What would we need to sell only before when we will see the talent requirements. So what can be the first struggle here between sales and between HR? Sales would like to know in a couple of days some kind of the research about the pricing, about salaries, about the picture in the market, about some special technology which was not used currently in the team. Let's say it was the case like we did not have any expertise in Go developers. So the main struggle is when HR tells sales that it is impossible to find these people in very short period of time because we do not have the CV list, we do not have any, any details about this market. So this can cause the struggle. This is the problem. How to solve this problem? The first thing, salespeople, please provide HR your sales strategy. What exactly would you like to have? Would you like to provide this strategy of selling teams, or you would like to have the strategy of making the deals concerning the projects, or you would like to make both, right? So in our company, for example, we have two different ways of collaboration with our clients. We are providing the work with per project base and on a team model. So in case to avoid the struggling situation between sales and HR about people, we are providing two different areas of collaboration of HR and sales. The first thing is to accomplish the requests from sales side to projects. So definitely when you are in the sales, you have the plans, right? So for example, right now is the 30th of June, and I definitely know which people I will need for July to accomplish the requests on the project-based collaboration with our clients. Show these plans to HR, and they will definitely understand which gaps you will have on your project-based work. Maybe in a couple of weeks you will need another backend developer, and HR people need to be prepared for that. Another struggle, like I mentioned before, is dedicated team struggle. So when you have the account, you have the client who would like to have 5 people in-house in a couple of weeks, right? HRs usually say that this is impossible thing. How to accomplish this request for HR? From the sales side, you need to grab as much information as it possible from your client, starting from the skill set and ending about the project description. Usually, our developers are very, it's a bit complicated to hunt a person from another company if he's satisfied with his job, but he do not know if it will be interesting for him to move to our company. How to get interested this person? We need to give him a project description. So this person will never come to interview when he do not have any detailed description of his further job. Help HRs to do that, because this is very important thing to understand the current requirements from the side of the client, not just for us, but for the developers as well. And this is the issue which can allow us to make the interview successful as well. So when the developer is prepared, we are prepared, and he definitely knows what issues will be rising up during the interview. So that is why, making a little summary about that, I can tell that HR cannot recruit people without any sales needs. So please let them know about current contract, about forecasted contract, even if it's just the qualified lead, but you see that the technology is really special. Ask your colleagues to be prepared for that, to make the hot list of CVs of the persons who have this technology in their background. So it will definitely help you as well to provide a good job for your clients. As well, the main thing is to point out your sales strategy. And if we will go back and understand that sales strategy and marketing strategies are very different, but usually they are provided with the one-paper document when marketing is making the strategy of the market, and sales strategy is making the strategy of people, accounts, and sales perspectives. The next slide is downloading. Okay, so let's talk about the missed expectations. So when HR and sales leaders and marketing have something missed, right? And when they fail to have detailed conversations about. Below you can see three main issues, some of them already told. So strategy, organization, and talent. Let's go by strategy a bit more. So unfortunately, I do not see how many people are from HR, from sales and marketing side. And this is just the question for yourselves. Can you answer the question, which products provide the greatest return on sales? I think that the salespeople can answer, but definitely HRs cannot do that. How are customers segmented? I think that this is the question which is good for marketing, but very general for sales and HR people. Are there any specific account strategies that salespeople use to drive the growth? So all these three questions are definitely important, and if you can answer each of them, probably you do not have the problems between marriage of three segments of your company. If you have the some lack of information about one of them, definitely you need to work out them. So you can write them down and sit together with your sales, HR, and marketing team and provide the answers, as wide answers as possible. And it will definitely help you to understand the strategy of the company and strategy of your teams. As soon as you will see the return on sales, for example, from HR side, you will see which people your sales team will need in future. So, for example, if you have a strong expertise and strong situation in projects which are using PHP, definitely your sales team in the nearest period of time will come back with a big account or average account which is dealing with PHP, and definitely they will ask you to find some more people who are strong in this technology. So if you will see this real situation, how the customers of your company are segmented, I think that it will clarify the situation about the current accounts you have. So the general situation about the customer segmentation is like teams, projects, and time and material collaboration. Or, for example, segmentation can be different. Big customers, right, with the, I don't know, with the account of more than 12 people or 20 people, it depends on the growth of your company. Small customers who are dealing with the little projects. So it will help you to answer the question, what stage will be the next on every this account. Let's go forward and discuss the organization. The question I have raised up here is how many and what types of sales resources are needed in each channel? What does it mean by channel? I think that marketing people will definitely understand, but HR and sales will have the doubts about what types of sales resources are needed. So the second question is what level of sales productivity is expected? This is definitely will be interesting for the HR people. How to measure the productivity and how and which accounts will be expected in nearest future, because HRs are very important in the company and they will be dealing with people who will provide and promote the sales productivity in future. And this is definitely HR's side. Talent. What sales compensation plan will drive results, right? So this is why I asked this question, because we all need motivation, right? The sales compensation plan or the marketing plan or the HR plan will definitely drive the results. So for the owners of the companies or for the board of directors, driving results is very important. That is why we need to pay attention to this fact as well. What performance measures are in the place? How to measure the effectiveness of HR, how to measure the effectiveness of marketing and the sales. You guys know your measurements, but you do not know the measurements of another teams. And that is why sometimes there is the conflict. Oh, I'm finding these people, it's so hard to find these people, but sales people do not help me with that. Or for example, from the side of marketing, I'm getting so many leads from the contact us page in our website, but what salespeople are doing, the conversion is not very high. So all these questions are rising up the conflict. That is why I would like to ask you to pay attention that each department has its own performance measures. If you think that your performance is great, just pay attention to another side, right? That another department definitely have the great performance as well. So only collaborating together and not causing the conflicts about that will drive the results. And the last one, do we have the right people and skills to deliver on our customer value position? This is a bit tricky question. So the possible conflict usually rising up between sales and HR in this situation. What do I mean about the right people and skills? Sometimes we have people in-house who are currently working on the projects. And the operations side, so your tech lead or your architect, knows the performance and skills of these people. And sometimes when salespeople are selling the project and see that the project is failing, they are asking about another people to work on this project. And if these people are not making this well, they are asking HR and the tech leads of the replacement of this person in the team. And these cause the conflict because HRs do not know why this person is not skilled enough to deliver a good project to the customer. What I'm offering to do in this situation, to make the reports about the talents you have in your team, about the talents who are currently working in the projects. If the performance is not good enough, you need to raise up this question to HRs as well, because they do not see, they just see the person who is middle class or senior guy, who earns some money, right? And he is good in the market, but maybe he's not good in the project, and that is why it can cause some problems. So make the reports to HR about the talents you have, and about the possibilities you have in your team, and what would you like to do, whom would you like to replace, and what would you like to redo. The second marriage and the second option, how you can collaborate together, is do more with what you have. So do not try to ask for more developers or for more people or more strategy if you can handle what you have by your own possibilities. Usually, I can make the example, right, about the case. So currently, you have 3 active markets from the sales side, and you ask the marketing department to do more research about 3 more markets, about I don't know, venture companies who which are acting in these 3 new markets. Ask yourself, do you exactly need it now, or you need to dig a bit more about the current markets you are strong in? You can ask for this, you can ask for this research for the middle-term collaboration, not just for the short-term. Try to grab best of things of what you have right now. The same situation is in HR. Do not ask your HR department to search for people whom you will probably need in the next 3 months, for example. The exclusion is when this is the big account of 30 people and you need to start collaboration with them 3 months before the contract is starting, right? So do not ask them to do spare job when you can handle the request from the clients by your own. So this is the main target, to use what you have and not to ask for more, and it will simplify the life and not cause too much conflicts, for example, in this area of collaboration. So let's do the case, right, of outstaffing client. I already mentioned that we are the outsourcing company, and we are providing a couple of ways of collaboration between clients and our team. This is project-based work and outstaffing. So this is the case about outstaffing. 1 year ago, we have got the request from the Netherlands client who was looking to develop a big game. So this is just a little explanation, but the main thing that this client needed a team of 10 people. I made the example of this project because on this project we have studied how to collaborate. So when we have got from the sales side the request from the client of 10 people, they needed to be iOS, Android, backend, frontend, and design part. This client wanted this team to be gathered in 3 weeks before their arrival in our office. So it was real struggle between HR and sales and marketing. The struggle was that we did not have the CV lists of people we are searching for. So we had the people in our department, but all of them were occupied on the projects 2 months from that side, right? So the client wanted to arrive in October, but all the developers who were ready to start were ready to start only on this in December. So it was a real problem, and that is why HRs had a big headache about that. How to avoid this situation? iOS and Android and all explained skill sets are the standard for our company. So that is why in the nearest future, I asked HR to prepare the hot list of CVs of people whom we will probably meet for such clients. When you do not have such list, it's a big challenge for all of you to provide all this team gathered in a short time. The struggle with the marketing side was when sales department was dealing with the Netherlands client, and it was not our area of business before. So sales department asked too many information about Netherlands. We asked about the smart analysis, about the venture companies. So it was a big problem because we asked too much information from them. What we needed to ask is a bit more information about the client itself, about the CEO and COO of this company themselves. So you know that we have the decision influencers and decision makers in the company. So we can definitely find out who they are, what are their interests, how we can influence their decisions. So what we needed to ask from our marketing side is the information about the influencers, about the company, where they were searching people before, how they would like to deal with. So did they have any experience with the outsourcing and outstaffing in the nearest past? So this was the main information we needed to ask, but we asked too much information, and that is why it was a big problem for us. So, and the third problem we faced with this client, that he wanted to arrive in our office, and we definitely were not prepared with some subjective presentations. So this is the issue of marketing side as well, to provide sales department with the presentations which are directly pointing out to the client that these are the most important issues they need to pay attention while collaborating with our company. So this is the real case, and making the conclusions, I can tell that dealing with HR, marketing, and sales, it's a big, it's not really complicated. Sometimes it's a big challenge, but if you will have the possibility to sit together and discuss all these described issues and answer to yourself for the questions I have showed you before, 2 slides before, I can show them as well right now. You will find out how to move forward together, and it will definitely help you to build successful and a good business in future. Thank you, guys. So what trends in startups can you name? What do you mean by trends? What exactly, what are the main areas startups would like to start their business? Okay, thank you, Ivan. So right now, the modern world is very IT oriented, right? And if we will look through the, look through 2 main markets right now, US market and Israeli market. we can see that the startups are dealing with with the Internet of Things mostly, healthcare. Earlier, a couple of years ago, the main trend was in gaming, but right now the situation has been changed. And right now we see that the funded startups who would like to pay us money for the outsourcing companies are from the side of healthcare and Internet of Things. Anna, the price of 1 hour of developers' work, I don't think that this is a bit confidential information. I think that it depends on the project and on the base how you're working with your clients. So sometimes it's time and material based, and sometimes it's dedicated team. So the price is forming definitely from different aspects of the collaboration. You're welcome. So Daniel, what is the best way to organize interaction between your local offices and clients all over the world? Oh, thank you very much. It's a very good question. So the best way, right now, I will tell you about the experience of our company. Right now, we have 4 different development and management locations. So we are providing the collaboration depends on the territory where our client is located. So for example, for our US clients, we're dealing from our Chicago-based office. For European entities, we're dealing with our Ukrainian offices. If we are talking about the Australia and Canada, we have the Vancouver entity. So how we can organize the interaction? So the main thing is to make your clients to feel comfortable during the collaboration. What do I mean? That they would like to speak to the project managers in the same time zone as they are. So the first thing is to organize the same time zone between project manager and client. Sometimes it is possible when you are providing the shifts in your company. If not, then try to figure out how you can find the ideal hours of collaboration between you and your client. The second thing is that the clients would like to trace the activity of developers. So you can use Jira, you can set up the form of the report, or you can provide the Skype meetings, for example, on the same time every day or every week, in case for the client to feel comfortable that the people are working, the process is going on good. Okay, so the second question is from Alex. What are the main problems of IT company growth? So this is a bit general question, Alex. It depends on different, even depends on the location of the office. So if we will look through the opportunity of Ukraine, right? Right now, Ukraine is not very good and very attractive for the customers because we have some political issues. So the problem of IT companies is some political issues, definitely. The second problem is how your sales team is acting. So sometimes if the sales team do not have the preferable markets, or the salesperson is acting on different markets all over the world, it cannot work. The person needs to be focused on some issue and to need to be focused on some aspects of his or her work. So the main company growth problem is when the company is not unfocused. So if you have the strategy I have mentioned before, when it is understandable strategy for people from the main areas of the company, your company will not have any problems. It depends on the strategy and the understanding of the main target of your company. Definitely, all companies would like to earn money, right? But it is not the strategy. It's definitely a problem because if you would like to earn just money, you do not have any plan. So the main problem is to have the plan, and this is it, and it will be the key of the success. What is your greatest experience, Ivan? What is your greatest experience in problem you've solved? So which problem? We already have mentioned a lot of problems here. So between collaboration with HRs and marketing, please clarify which problem you have mentioned. HR, okay. So the let's do like that. I will mention the greatest experience and the greatest problem, okay? So the greatest experience was when, together with the HR department, we had accomplished the request of two developers for the outstaffing client. In one day, they have HR department made a great job. They have found 15 candidates for to accomplish two places in the outstaffing team. So all we had is just 2 days, but we had the project description, we had the skill set description, and we had the deadline. So, for example, the client told me that he wants have two these developers on Wednesday. So, and from these developers were chosen from 15 developers. We provided clients with interviews. So it was the greatest experience. And the greatest problem, I think, is when we have some account who do not want to share any information because this account is too big, and they are looking through the opportunities. For example, they are making the tender between 5 or 6 or 10 IT companies. So this is the greatest problem when I do not have information about the skill set of developers and the project description. So, for example, what I have is I will need middle plus PHP developers. The deadline is August, right? So this is very general, and HR departments is very suffering about that. So they need to prepare the huge amount of CVs because I cannot ask for the detail because this company is really too huge for me to go deep into details. How to find a way out from this situation is to ask HRs, as I have mentioned before, to prepare the hot listed CVs of the technologies we're strong with. So, for example, if your company is great in Java, definitely you will need 20, 25 CVs of Java line prepared on monthly basis, right? What do you need as HR, for example, just to see the market, to fill the market, and to prepare the average list of CVs which will match the main requirements of your team concerning people. Thank you. Thank you, guys. And if you will have any questions, just do not hesitate to contact me. I will gladly answer all your questions. So I will provide you with a slide of my contacts.